Now then, welcome back to an episode of Nemsun behind the scenes on the Crystal Keep. The Crystal Keep show that we're putting out on Lewis's channel is a mini-series, sort of an offshoot from the Utopia series. It's on the Utopia server, and we did have plans to build a place in the Twilight Forest, which this is the place that we picked out, to build something awesome, all dedicated to all of the magic mods, directly linked from Spawn, as it were. This is meant to be a series that we have a bit of fun with, something different for us, instead of just doing lots and lots of tech all the time, which we'll be doing during our normal episodes. This series will devote itself to magic, and we will try and avoid technology as much as possible in this Twilight Forest area. Behind the scenes of the Crystal Keep, we've got all of the information that you need in order to be able to do the things that we are going to be doing throughout the series, such as how we got villagers here, because there's no villagers in the Twilight Forest, and how we build things and how we make things work. I'll also be answering some of your questions from subscribers who have left comments on the Crystal Keep episodes. So the first question I'd like to answer from the comments of the last episode, the first episode of the Crystal Keep, would be how to make a Twilight portal. Now, Twilight Forest is a special mod that's part of the Ultimate Pack, and it's basically accessed by being in the overworld, anywhere normal. You have a 2x2 infinite water spring. I don't think it has to be infinite, but it's easy enough to make an infinite water spring. And you plant flowers or natural items all the way around it. Now, I'm using the basic flowers from vanilla Minecraft just to show you how easy it is to set up. And then, when I conjure up a diamond, and then you throw it in the water, you get struck by lightning. Ow! And you open up a portal to the Twilight Forest. That's how that works. Now, the portal that we use for the series is a slightly different portal. It's a Mistcraft portal from another mod, Mistcraft. And it has these books, linking books, in them. And these linking books can normally be placed anywhere in the world, and you can just click on them and go through to the Adventurers Guild, in this case, wherever you set the linking book. And these crystal blocks are available in Mistcraft Ages, as well as this little slot here, and you just right click to put a book in a slot, and it creates the portal to that place instead of going through the book. Now, we'll go into more detail on Mistcraft Ages and Mistcraft books and linking and all that in future episodes of Behind the Crystal Keep. But for now, we need to get ready for this next episode. So I've got a few things I need to go and fetch. For one thing, I want to fetch a few more villagers to be able to move them around a bit. So there's one thing that I'm going to head on and do. And in order to do that, I need to craft something. The thing about villagers is they don't exist in the Twilight Forest. At least not that I know of. So I'm going to need to create a safari net. I don't think 4's enough. I think I need more than 4. Let me just check safari net. So we go safari net, or net, and it comes up with that thing there. And we can have a look at the recipe for that. Oh, it is 4, that's good. A gas tier with 4 ender pearls round it. So I get the gas tier, which I got earlier. There we go, gas tier. And the 4 ender pearls around it gives us a safari net. Now, you can't just pick up a villager with a safari net, can you? You have to right-click on villagers to get trades off them. And you have to right-click with a safari net to get them. So I'm going to go off in search of the creature in the Twilight Forest that I need. And I'll be right back. So while I'm there, just have a quick look at this clip from the last episode.
Alright, got my bag.
Just putting a few doors on some of these houses. None of them really constitute a proper house at the minute.
It'll be fine.
They will treat it as a village, that's the main thing, hopefully. And if they all run away first episode, well, I'll just get some more. It didn't take that much.
It's kind of like setting them free.
Yeah. I also want to set up an infinite breeding cell for them as well. In one of these tall trees, I can set it up so that the villagers will breed infinitely, and then every now and again we can just let them out to fulfill the village, and we'll have more population each time we come in. Okay, well, I had a successful mission. I've been out into the wilds of the Twilight Forest to find myself a certain creature. A creature that I will turn into a villager. And this is going to be his little house. Now you may notice that I'm wearing full suit of power armor at the minute. And that's because it's a dangerous place, the Twilight Forest. And in order to cross vast distances quickly, I'm using tech. Yes. That's why this is the behind the scenes, because of the tech that we're using. Nope, not up there. It's also quicker to build and take things down with this. Look at that. Every time. Come back. Right. So now we have light, light, light. Thank you. That will be this villager's little house. And we will put some of that behind there to give us a place to come to say hello. In fact, we'll risk this one because I don't think they're going to leave anyway, so it should be okay. So let's make a door out of this instead. There we go. Let's put a door on it, call it done, and there we go. There's the completed house. Not exactly in keeping with the original houses of the Twilight Forest, but then we're not going to be trying to keep everything in keeping all the time. We're going to use different designs and different housing builds. I've put him down a little floor, and we've got a little lit ceiling, and we might put some other bits and pieces in here to decorate the rooms and things as we go. But let's get on with the guy himself. Now, let me show you this. This is the safari net with a Twilight Forest red cap in it. Now that red cap, when he comes out, he's going to be very angry at me. So I need to have something else to deal with him. And that something else is transformation powder. So I'm going to take one transformation powder. Put my little backpack away. Right, so are you ready for the magic? Am I at the door? Right, I'm also wearing my power armor because these guys might have a quick go. Now, these red caps can be found underground in various places. Normally hollow hills. There he is, look. Out. Yes, out. Come on then. Do you want to come out? You can't get out, can you? Why not? The madcaps are not really that bad, it seems. It's not taking a lot of damage off me with this little thing. But when you right click with the magic powder, transform into villagers. Oh, that was quite a good one actually. What have we got? He's the Thorncraft villager as well. So that is pretty awesome. He needs bookcases and all sorts in this little house. Now I don't think he'll leave because it's never daylight here. And the thing about villagers is they only come out when it's daylight, and they always go indoors when it's twilight and nighttime to be safe. That's in their programming. So these guys over here from the first episode, they have not left that building once. Not a single time. So no matter where we put them, I think they're going to stay. And he's there, emeralds for water shards. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's that bit done. Now, while I rebuild the village a bit, which the idea is that the villagers themselves have rebuilt it. But that's when we get out of the mess that we got ourselves into at the end of last episode. The end of last episode, I fell down into the maze. over here. So the first things first, have a look at see what really happened when I fell down there, because it wasn't as straightforward as we're about to make out. It's got bars and gates and all sorts. This is very, very close to where we're planning on setting up.
Yeah.
It's not really that far away at all.
No. But I bet there's some really cool stuff down there as well. Like, we could probably...
Ah!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm down. I'm in. And there's...
Amazing.
Boom! I don't know! I'm alive again, but I wasn't alive down there. I'm 230 blocks away. What did I get killed by? I can't see chat.
I don't see anything down there.
It blew up now. Must have been just a creeper or something. Yeah.
Literally, as you died, I just saw experience fly around and a slime jump past.
Ping! I was going for the slime.
Was you?
Yeah.
Oh, does that mean you've lost your stuff?
No. It'll still be down there.
Oh, right, okay.
It just needs collecting. And I don't think I'm going to be able to walk down there. But all of my linking books and everything are down there. So now I'm walking through the twilight. 170 odd blocks.
Right, I'm going to go down and, like, guard your stuff.
You can get down. That's fine. It must have just been a creeper in the dark.
Yeah, I can see all your stuff down
Yeah, it would have just atomized me and all my stuff gone everywhere. There's no lava down those places, though. It's alright. Well, I can see the town. So that's what happened at the end of episode 1. I basically fell down here. Now, if you look on the mini-map, you can see that my death point is still here. And that's the creeper blast hole. So, now I've got to prep up for the next episode. And the idea, as you've probably seen from the episode already, and if you haven't, go and watch the episode first. Pause now and go and watch the episode first. The idea is that I've fallen down and Lewis will come and rescue me, and we'll find that the place is fairly secure. That somebody has already been down here and secured the place once. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure the place. Now, securing the place, as I was before, is not an easy task. As you can see, there are nasty little critters everywhere. Oh, these ones in particular spit slime balls, which hurt. So I've got to be extra careful when doing stuff like this, which is why I'm doing it behind the scenes to set up the scene for the next episode. The other thing that we need to do down here, once I've done this, is write a book, a journal. Now, at this moment in time, I've got an idea of what I'm going to put in that journal, but I haven't actually written it yet. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put these doors on here like this. I'm probably going to put some buttons on the sides, inside and out, to make it look like it was protected by somebody who's already been here before. Probably put a few torches up as well to make sure that it looks well lit. Now these mazes are naturally very hostile. Not easy to get through, so we've also got to make sure that the place is good for recording. Which means that I'm going to have to do a bit of behind the scenes setup with Lewis a bit later on, before we go exploring in the Crystal Keep episode itself. And light some torches up around the place. So it just, literally, I just fell down screaming.
Yes, yeah, literally it's going to carry on exactly from where it left.
So I'm looking up when you look down.
Yeah.
I also rearranged the blocks to make it a bit of a jump down stairwell.
Alright, wicked. Can we actually get up that way?
No.
No, that's fine.
Well, we place a block and we should be right.
Yeah. We'll just like block noob tube it all the way up or whatnot.
Yeah.
I remember where I was. I think I was here. Yeah, because I stood on the side when you jumped down.
Yeah. You're cutting in from a different point anyway, a different angle anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yup. Oh shit, I almost fell down then.
All I can hear is frickin' cows now. Minotaurs just... Yeah. Turn my sound down a bit.
Alright, wicked. You good?
As good as I'll ever be, I guess. Let's do this.
I'm gonna hit the record. Nemsun!
It's alright, I'm down here.
Are you good? You're
Yeah,
right.
I made it just about.
Got a little bit worried when you fell down there. What's down there?
It looks safe. It looks okay.
It doesn't look like it should be safe down there.
It's not supposed to be safe down here, but somebody's made it safe.
I'm on my way down. Hold on. Someone's placed an appropriate place blocks here for me, so I think we're good.
It's probably whoever put these iron doors here.
What do you mean doors down there? There's doors down there.
Yeah, doors down here, and the mobs can't get in. I've got a Minotaur staring at me through a door, trying to get out. Look.
Wow. Check this place out. This is weird.
Crazy, isn't it?
I wonder what this place is.
Well, this is definitely the start to the maze, but who put all these walls in place to protect them? I don't know. Somebody's base camp. Someone must have been exploring it.
Oh yeah.
There's even a bed over here, look.
I wonder if if they survived.
Oh, there's a chest, look. You see the book? I'll give it a quick read.
Yeah, go for it. This looks interesting.
See, day 12. I have been exploring for what seems like months. Now I have found it. The maze of the Mino Shroom. This is one of her minions. I could tell by the aura outside the entrance. This is not a normal maze found in the Twilight Forest. She handpicked this Mino Shroom for some reason. I will find out. I plan to head deep into the maze, find the beast, and slay it, or at least steal the gift she gave it. Hopefully, I will continue this journal upon my return. This should not take me more than a day or so. The Adventurers Guild will pay me well when I bring back this treasure. And that's it. There's nothing else. It's not even signed.
I wonder if he made it. I wonder if he made it out then. Does it not say when it was done?
Well, can't tell. Ink may still be fresh. And so, behind the scenes. Building some more villagers' houses to make it look like time has passed between when we leave the first scene and the second scene. Nothing special about these houses. I'm not trying to be amazingly great and detailed. The idea is they're only villagers. I'm only putting enough effort in, not too much effort, I hope. Just want to make them look nice and cool. Just a little bit neat. Right, this tree's been falling down for long enough in these episodes. The villagers would be bound to have cleaned them up by now. So let's get rid of those before the next scene. We're going to do about the leaves, I suppose. I'll just have to break all the leaves as well. Make it look like they've cleaned up. And get a few saplings out of it as well. Right, one of the things I wanted that tree for was because I didn't like the look of oak here. I put that in earlier and I thought I'd change that around a bit. So I'm going to put the natural resources, and the natural resources of the village area will be these canopy trees over there. So get some of the canopy trees and use them. Now when you make them into planks, I believe they just turn out into oak planks. No, spruce wood planks. So spruce wood flooring may be something cool, but I have already started with the oak in other areas, so we shall continue with oak for now, and maybe advance them out a bit later. It's not too bad. We could have a wooden beam instead of that, I suppose. I can even equivalent exchange those to change the colour of them as we go. Look, how cool is that? Bing, bang, boom, bong. Look at it. Equivalent exchange. Now every time I use it, a bit of durability goes from it, and it breaks slightly. But that's not a problem because they're fairly easy to make. I'll show you in a second. I'll just finish this little bit. It takes the minimum shards that the mobs drop. So if you see the recipe for this, it's the shards that mobs drop when you kill them. So you just collect those by killing mobs. And the inert stone in the center has its own recipe, which is smooth stone and some iron ingots and a gold ingot. Fairly easy to get hold of, and for the amount of use you get out of one, it's pretty awesome, really. I find it very awesome anyway. I can change that to grass. Grass block in the center. Why not? Adds a little bit of a detail to this room. And I don't want that there. So get rid of that and change that one as well.
Oh, nice. What's that black? Is that wood?
Yeah, it's the canopy tree wood. So that'd be a bit different.
Oh, that stuff looks wicked.
In this chest over here, there's 2 buckets, both with water in at the minute. So you've got a water bucket, and there's a lava well next to you as well.
Wicked.
I can just about see your balcony from over here.
Yeah. It looks right over the town. It's pretty good. Alright, I'm done.
Okay, do you need me? You need me to come up there now, then?
Yeah. Well, I kind of ended by saying I'm going to come down and see what's going on.
That'll be a no then.
Oh, this place is wicked.
Yeah, I'm just giving this one a little bit more emphasis to see what I can do with it. Make them all look different and individual, and hopefully they'll stand out slightly different. But I wanna try and get this sort of clustered feel, like this bit down here.
Alright, so it's like kind of like back alleys.
Yeah, I want to try and get lots of that as it develops. So they'll start a bit spaced out, but then I'll just keep adding buildings in to fit in spaces where there are just enough space for a building to go, just to make little alleyways and things. So we'll have main streets, like this would be a main street that we're walking down towards the portal. But then off the sides there'll be lots of these little buildings and big buildings that are hanging over each other almost. Might even get into 2-story buildings at some point.
Oh, I like it. I like 2-story buildings.
They go for a really old-fashioned, historical, overhanging buildings thing. And the way it used to develop in actual history would have been that you'd build your ground floor, and then if your family grew, you would build a second floor on top of it, expanding out from the top. So where all the overhangs are now, that would be where the walls are for the next floor. So everything would overhang, because the family gets bigger, they need a bigger house, so they just build it on top of their existing plot.
Yeah, it makes sense. And I guess if you haven't got the money to go and buy a new house, you just build up your own one.
Yeah, which is how they all end up overhanging if you go around like York or any place like that. Those old countries, old country towns, like they're all overhanging buildings with the very, very narrow streets, but then the buildings are almost touching above.
That's proper old school. You think? Are you going to how many like houses and whatnot are you thinking of doing here?
The whole of the flat plains that hasn't got any long grass on it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So we're going really big.
It's going to be a city at the end of it. But
nice.
The city will develop episode by episode, little by little. We'll come and we'll add a bit more detail to it here and there. And I'll just keep building different houses, and then the houses will develop second stories, and then shops will develop, and all sorts of those sort of things as the story grows as well.
Oh, wicked.
I mean, we're only on episode 2, and already it looks like a nice little town.
Yeah, no, it's looking nice.
Bigger than a Malytrax village.
Yeah, no, I like it. I do like it. I like how grand it's going to be when it's done. I like the idea of how big it's going to be when it's done.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed your first look behind the scenes of the Crystal Keep. The things that we do to provide you with the YouTube videos that entertain you, and hopefully you've enjoyed them. Make sure you've seen episode 2. They've got grand plans for the whole series, and we plan on keeping it going for quite some time. There's at least 20 episodes worth of plot lines that we've come up with, and the story will develop, as will this massive build that we've got planned. So if you're interested in watching the rest of it all, then please throw us a like, a subscribe, and feel free to ask us questions about anything that we may be doing during episodes that you don't understand or you want me to clarify, and I'll make sure that I show you in detail what it is that we're doing to make this project work. So until next time, thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoy the show. See you next time.